been this kind of buzz term going around, and it's sin is still sin, and it's kind of come because the Bachelorette, they go on this dating show, and the girl ended up sleeping with some of the guys, and she's like, well, Jesus still loves me, and the Christian world's just gone nuts about it because, she professes to be Christian, but then she's doing, acts in front of the whole entire world, and then she professes Jesus still loves me. And, I can understand people declaring sin is still sin, but I can't understand Christians declaring sin is still sin without bringing in Jesus. I mean, how do you say a statement so bold as about sin and not talk about Jesus? I mean, how do you just let that be some kind of truth without the truth of Jesus? And it kind of reminds me of that scripture where Timothy was talking, and he said, having a form of godliness, but denying the power that would make you godly, which is the grace of Jesus Christ. And then actually he says after that, stay away from these type of people. And it's heartbreaking because it's like, have we turned into Christian people who deny what Jesus did? Like, how could we ever say anything about sin and not have Jesus tied to that statement somewhere? It's like sin is still sin, but how can we as Christians state that without saying sin is not still sin because of Jesus? I mean, why is the sin is still sin statement so strong in Christians' hearts or minds, and they've removed Jesus out of that statement?
Yeah, I think Christians are terrified of sin. It still goes back to me, the root issue: do you believe that Jesus took away the sin of the world? And again, it goes back to what we talked about last time. Primarily in the scriptures, sin is a noun. The church still sees it as a verb. So the girl you referred to, they're referring to her actions, the things that she is doing. And, we forget, God can love, and he does love us. He loves the sinner. He loves everybody. God is love. He can't help himself. But that doesn't mean he loves the sin. He didn't love anything that brings pain no more than a parent would love something that brings pain to their child. They love their child, but they don't love the thing that's bringing pain to their child.
Right. It's a strong statement that's kind of come to the forefront about, what do we believe in Jesus? Because for me, I know I was on drugs, and it was not by my actions that brought me into this Christianity, belief of Jesus, or anything like that. It was Jesus. So for me, if you take Jesus out of this, that's the whole reason I got into it. I didn't get into it to act better, be better, try, to live a different life. I literally got into it because as soon as I professed Jesus in my room, overdosing on cocaine one night, I didn't do drugs again. I didn't cuss. I mean, my life was radically changed by no effort of myself, and so to me, Jesus is the thing that did it. It wasn't me trying to push down my emotions about drugs or push down my emotions about sex or not acting on these things. It was literally Jesus doing something wild and crazy in my body.
Yeah, the Apostle Paul said, "For I'm not ashamed of the gospel of God, for it is the power